video. This is Savage Legend coming from Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands open beta. I've been playing this beta for probably a couple days. I also played the closed beta when that came out a couple weeks ago. This video is basically going to show the different aspects of Ghost Recon that I've observed. I'm going to show a little gameplay, going to show the controller setup, and different things like that. I hope you guys enjoy watching me do this demonstration of Ghost Recon Wildlands. I am a streamer on Twitch, so if you could give me a follow on there at twitch.tv/savage_legend, I'd appreciate that. But let's get into it. Alright, this just tells you, we really want you to just pre-order the game. I'm not going to do that.
Our field of operation is Bolivia.
I will eventually buy this game though, but I'm not going to pre-order through Xbox. I think that's just a little weird, but
if you don't watch your back,
that's my own personal take on it.
Your target is the Santa Blanca.
They give you a lot of videos entering into the game. You see this one here, just kind of giving a general lowdown, like the cartel's really bad. You know, the ghosts are there to clean them out and all that good stuff.
And security to bring them to their knees.
You kind of get a lot of videos early on, like before you start playing the game, but once you get in there, there's hardly any cutscenes. Maybe I might run into one or two throughout each province that you get.
Intel. Learn who the players are, learn their methods, then destroy them.
If there's one negative aspect to this game so far, it's definitely the lack of...
Are on the cartel's payroll.
It's hard to describe. Maybe emotion put into the characters. Like, you don't get to learn the characters.
You want to survive?
You're very disassociated with what's actually going on here. Other than the basic principle that you're a ghost and you're the good guy and you're fighting the bad guys. Other than that basic principle, it's really hard to understand the crux of what's going on here. Why are the ghosts actually here? Why isn't somebody else here? Why is it them? You know, why isn't me here? You know, what makes my qualifications different than somebody else's? Or doesn't it? Maybe it's a bad assignment. There's kind of a lacking story, but maybe we'll get that outside the open beta. I'm not sure. Well, that's enough of this. I'm gonna go into the game and get started. I'm gonna kick it off with a little single player, and then we'll hop into some co-op, and you can see the different experiences you get there. So you never know what kind of game you're gonna enter. You get one with people that are talking and very communication oriented, and they really want to do stealth, or they want to go Rambo, run and gun type style, and then you'll go into some rooms where they'll just be farting around and you're not quite sure of what's going on. As you can see right here, you get a bunch of options: launch, public, matchmaking, squad privacy. So if you open up your own squad, you can kind of limit who comes in. Right now I'm just going to launch, and it'll take me into my game. And all the progress, whether I was doing co-op or single player, it remembers all of it. So it'll if I just got done with a mission in co-op and I go back to single player, it's still going to remember that I did that mission. From when I played the closed beta into the open beta, they always kind of start you off in this area, in this starting province. I don't know if it's always going to be like this. Maybe this was the closest to where I was when I left my last game. I'm not quite sure. Right now I'm just going to open up the options. Right here, your resume, tutorial, difficulty, options, Ubisoft Club, and quit. Tutorial, it just gives you different information about what's going on. I mean, basically, in today's age where we've all been playing third-person shooters our entire life, we shouldn't really need tutorials to tell us what to do, but hey, they're there. Right now I got it on regular mode, but there are 4 at this moment: arcade, regular, advanced, and extreme. Extreme, you go down like 1 or 2 shots. Advanced, 3 to 4 shots. Regular, 4 to 5 shots. And arcade, I would imagine, I haven't played it, about probably 6 to 7 shots you'd go down. So you take a lot of hits. I like regular because I like to have fun when I'm playing. I don't really see much of a challenge doing it on extreme. It just gets frustrating, because some guy will just come up behind you and shoot you in the toe once, and then you're going to be down. And I just don't see fun in that. Advanced and regular, I think, is probably where a lot of people should stay if they want to enjoy the game. You have a bunch of different filters here, and different settings you can mess with if you like. I don't know. I guess I can make a mic filter for matchmaking. I'm actually going to set that because maybe that will help, because that's kind of why I'm a little disgruntled in the matchmaking. I want to go in there, I want to communicate. Even if they're not the best communicators, but if I can tell them, like, hey, listen, I'm going to go left, can you go right? And all they do is say yes, like, that's good enough for me. And I think it's good enough for most people. You can mess with your camera. I mean, it's all pretty general stuff. They got one control scheme. You might be able to mess with a couple things. I'm not really going to go into that. You can pretty much tailor your sensitivity to any way you like. I like low sensitivity, just because once I get my crosshairs on a guy, I don't really want to move him too much by my own user error. But yes, there is aim assist. And I'm sure many of you at this point are wondering, where's the PvP settings? Where is that? Are you seeing anything about PvP? And no, I'm not. As we've all heard from Game Informer a few months ago, they announced that PvP will be coming out after launch at some point. But however, I have not heard from the camel's mouth, so to speak, for lack of a better term. I haven't heard from Ubisoft. I haven't heard Ubisoft come out and say, yes, there is going to be PvP. It's going to be in the DLC, buy the season pass, and you'll have it. I have not heard that. I've heard nothing about that. And it makes me a little hesitant to be, putting down $60 on a game that may or may not have, extended multiplayer. So, we'll see. This is just the hood, the stuff you see on the main screen, like in this, the caption they have up right now. You can kind of get rid of the different presets they have. I like keeping the stuff on there. It reminds me that I am in a video game. A lot of people don't like the hood. They're like, a Ghost doesn't have the hood. They're not going to be able to see exactly where they are and where the enemies are. That's fine. If I wanted complete realism, I would have joined the military. But, this is a video game, so I like having all this stuff up here. I like using all the gadgets that's available to me. Brightness, contrast. I got my brightness up high so I can see at night. And, there is push to talk. I think, no, they got rid of that. In the closed beta, there was a push to talk option. However, I see they've gotten rid of that unless... no. Looks like they just got rid of it. We just went through the options. Ubisoft Club, that's like your own, Ubisoft account. I'm not going to click that. So here we are in Bolivia. Character customization is pretty cool. They got some different stuff. It makes it decent. I think it's fair, the amount of stuff they have in the open beta. We'll go there right now. Here, I just clicked on the select button, and there's a lobby where you can match up with different players. Some of these players here are friends, and then others are just people that were in my game before. This is the map. These are the two provinces. This is the first province, and this is the second province that they give you. As you can see, I've explored most, if not all, of the provinces. In the closed beta, I did more than I am in this beta, just because a lot of it is repeat to me, but the mechanics and the driving and everything like that has definitely improved since the closed beta, so that is promising. Here you have a skill tree that is almost similar to something you'd see in an MMO or an RPG, but it's cool. I don't see the thing is, it doesn't make you too much more powerful than you already are. Like, if you never upgrade any of your stuff, you're still going to be very competitive against the AI. This just gives you, a slight advantage over things. And I usually just upgrade things that are going to be helping me. I'm not going to upgrade, an item. Like, binocular zoom, that isn't going to help me take down someone. Somebody could probably argue it might, but not with me. I'm a run and gun style. I'm not going to get a mine, So, it just, people can spend on whatever, but I'll show you all of them. Here's the weapon tree. Goes all the way through. Here's the drone. You can do a ton of things with your drone. Probably way too much. Here's your general items. How many grenades you can carry, things like that. Physical. So stamina, no pain when you're trying to after you get recovered. General squad support, rebel support. Here's the weapons. There are various. Some weapons are a lot better than others. To just be frank. I think the TAR 21 is the best gun, or the best weapon you're going to get in the open beta. However, some people might disagree. I got the M4A1 Tactical, as you can see over there, and some other weapons. The list seems rather extensive. I thought for a game that's been in development this long, there would be even more weapons. But if this is all they have a release, this will be good enough. There's definitely enough selection here where you're not going to get bored with the amount of weapons they're going to give you. Kind of a neat an assortment they give you of different types of weapons. So it's a fair amount. It's not an overwhelming amount. Some people might be like, if there's a ton of weapons there, distraught. They're like, oh man, I'm never gonna be able to unlock all these, or I'm never gonna figure out what is the best one to use. And with this amount, I feel like you can, you'll get there. This just tells you your level, which is kind of irrelevant for the open beta. I don't really know what that does for you. Okay, so we got through all the boilerplate stuff. I'll see a little bit of gameplay here. Once again, like I said, I am in single player, so there's nobody here with me. As you can see, you can kind of go from third person to COD style right away. Every weapon seems to have we'll call it a quick draw, like you'd see in Call of Duty. There isn't really much of a delay from going from out here to in here. However, you can adjust if you want to do the old traditional style, kind of SOCOM-ish third person. You can remain like this and shoot, but however, for those distant targets, you're really going to have a hard time putting that laser right on someone. It's better to just zoom in. I'm an old school SOCOM player. I'd love to just be out here, but this has so much more of an advantage to kind of hone into where the opposition is. The controls feel nice. Driving is a lot better, like I said, from the closed beta. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find a mission. Obviously, I mean, what's the fun of playing a war game without a mission, right? So I'll just do this radio side mission. I've always enjoyed this one. And a lot of people have argued that there shouldn't be fast travel in this game. It's unrealistic. But let me tell you, these provinces are so huge that you definitely need some fast travel. But just my opinion. I mean, everybody can disagree with it. It's just my 2 cents. I've been playing multiplayer games since they came out on PS2. SOCOM 1, I was in it. I was a part of that. I still have the disc. I still have the game. Still have the PS2. I was there for SOCOM 1, 2, 3, Combined Assault, all the way up through to the unfortunate circumstances of SOCOM 4. I've seen a lot of games, and it seems like they're doing this one right. I would just love to see some people. I cannot express that anymore. And as you can see, the driving is not totally realistic. I just kind of went rock climbing with a old truck, but the driving's fun and it's good enough. I wouldn't expect the developers at Ubisoft to develop a great driving mechanic because it's just not their wheelhouse. I don't know Ubisoft as a great racing type game designer, so I figured what they have now, it's definitely a good starting block, and I'm sure it can be tweaked as the game progresses after launch. But it's pretty smooth. If it's comparable to anything, it's comparable to an early Grand Theft Auto game. We'll call it maybe San Andreas types a driving. I feel like the realism that was put in post GTA 4 would be better than what's going on here. But I feel like it's functional. And the driving shouldn't be a major aspect of the game anyway, even though you are going to be spending a lot of time in vehicles. I feel like the big thing is the AI that you're going to be facing, and also the weapon handling and weapon functions, and overall stealth and tactic ability of the game. But the driving works. And really, like, if you're not really looking, like, at the realism, you know, if we can get away from that realism thing, it's actually kind of fun to drive a little bit, so. But everybody has their own taste, you know, everybody has their own thing they're trying to look for in game, you know. But the graphics are nice, and the graphics are very diverse. Maybe I shouldn't say the graphics are diverse, but maybe the scenery, the locale. You know, you go through you know, mountains with snow caps to the jungle. So.
It's the way, like, one of many, am I right? But Bernardo, he's my boy. We came out of LA together.
I've been having a lot of fun on this game so far.
I got a second base with his big sister Beatriz. He used to want to be a corrido singer. Can you believe it? He was a big fan of El Chido.
And right when I did there, I was just trying to show you like some landscape out in the distance. But however, when you do that, sometimes your camera angle gets screwed up when you're driving. I hope that's something they really work on before the game is launched in a couple weeks. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it can get you hurt in a pinch. If you're trying to get away and then all of a sudden your vehicle gives you a weird camera angle, it's frustrating. Once again, thanks everybody that's watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Before we get started on this mission, if you're liking the way things are, kind of my style of explaining things and kind of engaging with the community, I encourage you to join my Twitch channel. I really would appreciate that. But right now I have to go in there and there's actually a weapon attachment or weapon I can get here. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to start up a mission where I have to turn on a radio, and I believe I have to defend the radio. I don't really know why it's important to defend the radio. I think it might be displaying a message kind of against the cartel, and it's important that the people hear the message. But once again, it's just one of those things where you're detached from the story, and they don't really tell you necessarily what's going on or what's the purpose of this. Or maybe I'm just not paying attention enough. I don't know.
I need you to know that things in Bolivia are not as bad as they seem under the heel of the cartel. While we still live, we can take back our land.
Engaging hostiles.
Oh, okay, they showed up pretty quick.
All we need to do is stand up against Santa Blanca.
Right now I'm using the AK-47. I like the handling on it. It's a gun where you don't need to put a big fancy scope on. It seems to hone in pretty good as a standalone. I have no fancy attachments on it. It's kind of just the gun you get. Oh shoot! The choppers are tough. Vehicles I can deal with, but the chopper's annoying.
Target down.
Usually because they got those big Gatling guns on there, and they're very tough to bring them down. I'm not a sniper by trade, and I don't carry a rifle on me. There is bullet drop, from what I've heard from the developers. It's not that significant. It's very subtle, if anything. I've never really had a problem with it. It might be more for snipers at really long distances. Maybe you're trying to get someone from 100 miles away or something. I think I might have gotten the pilot. Okay, there's ground troops coming in here. But I'm good with that. If bullet drop's only for snipers, that's fine with me. Like, I wasn't leading my shots too much there, and I was getting them, so... Where am I getting shot from? Oh. I think they might get me here. Nope. There is what they describe as soft cover in this game, where if I go up against a wall, it kind of turns me sideways. But it doesn't click. It doesn't snap. It's not like Gears of War, where you go up against a wall and it'll snap you up to it.
Broadcast complete. That should boost the rebels' morale.
I'm actually okay with the soft cover. Like I said, I'm kind of a traditionalist when it comes to third-person shooters. I think the snap cover for Gears of War works, but I think the non-snap cover, if you will, for Ghost Recon works as well. It's definitely not a deal breaker for me. A lot of people try to make the comparisons to the Division with this game, but I wasn't a big Division fan, so I won't be able to make those type of comparisons with this game. However, all I do hope for is if there is PvP, it is not like the Division's PvP.
Kumpas, this is Pat Katari. Because of your victories, my men are starting to have hope again.
Good morale makes a stronger soldier.
Yes, hope makes men fight. But our fight will need more than sentiment if we are to succeed.
Don't worry, Pac. This party's just getting started. Nomad out.
As you guys probably saw, I have 2 primaries and a side. Hold on. Gonna have to try to get these guys.
Fucking hell!
Sometimes if you stand around the same spot too long, you'll just keep on having to fight these same type of guys.
Frag out.
Grenade in there. But you do get 2 primaries and a side weapon. So right now I got the AK-47, I got the TAR-21, which I think is a really great weapon too. It has a really quick rate of fire, a little less damage than the AK, but very effective. And then you get a sidearm, and your sidearm can almost be a mini SMG, if you will, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I'll actually use the TAR. Get it out. The aim assist is noticeable and it does help. Which I'm sure some people are annoyed with too, but you can turn that off if you want to challenge. But your sidearm, like I said, is like a mini SMG. You can also have pistols, but like I have the Scorpion as a sidearm, which is, you know, a pretty darn good sidearm. So you essentially have, we'll call it 3 primaries, really. And, so, I mean, you're never really going to run out of ammo. So we'll move on to the next mission. We'll just do, like I said, I've already kind of been playing, so I've completed all the primary missions. And they're very, like any war game you've ever played, it's, you know, assassinate a target, extract an individual, interrogate an individual, something like that within the game. This video game does a good job of trying to change it up among the different things. A lot of the towns look different, feel different, have different people in them, which helps. There's a lot of side missions that are like, you know, steal an airplane in the game. Which is kind of interesting. I don't know. It's something. But I'll do a demonstration of the fast travel real quick so everybody gets kind of an understanding. So I want to go all the way over here, and I'm all the way on the other side of the province, right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel. I hold in A, which I guess I probably should have said at the beginning. I am playing on Xbox One. However, I feel like it's going to be about the same for every system, except for the buttons, I guess. So as you can see, there is a little bit of a delay. It's not a seamless transition. It isn't just a blink of an eye and you're there. You do have to wait. So I guess in a way that's almost a punishment for doing it. However, it is definitely way faster to do quick travel than anything else. Looks like there is a mission here, and we're gonna go try to do that.
I'll drive.
If you don't wait up for your teammates, they will just magically appear in your vehicle. Like, see, I just left them. None of them got in, and they're all in here now. You know, like I was saying before, I'm not huge into realism in video games, but I feel like that's just a bad touch. Like, there's some things, like, with using night vision, like, you can use it without having any goggles. Like, you hit a button and you have night vision magically. Like there's almost like, you know, if they were to make up something, it's like they have implants in their eyes where they can see at night all of a sudden. But this, like, there's no excuse for this. Like, there's no way to teleport. You know, this isn't Star Trek or Star Wars or anything. Like, they can't just get in there. Like, this game should be sophisticated enough where these guys can get in their own vehicle and then catch up with me and follow me. Or, at the very least, at least just, like, arrive at my destination at some point. And, but I don't like how they just are in my vehicle all of a sudden. That's kind of that's a negative. But like I said, a lot of these negatives, if there are any, they're very subtle.
You're gonna get made.
That's a kill.
Okay, I'll throw up the drone. I haven't put any upgrades on my drone. This is just like the bare bones, like, type of drone that you get right when you start. I feel like these guys are going to see me right away, so I got to put that away real quick and take these folks out. Okay. I'll lift it again. You can use it more than once, pretty frequently. And if the more you upgrade it, the more, like, farther you can go, the longer you can have it up, the longer you can take it down and put it back up. It's just, I feel like by the time you're done playing this game, like, your drone is going to be able to do, like, half the work for you. I think I don't know, I don't want to start up anything, but it almost seemed like I was watching a video and some guy shot a guy with his drone or something. It's, the drone's ridiculous, but
He's history.
And I guess you could also mark enemies with your binoculars, even though I'm not, you know, I haven't tried it, but like some guy I was playing with, and that's another good thing about co-op, is you learn so many things from operating with different people. And he told me, hey man, I don't even upgrade my drone. He's like, screw that, like, how about you just upgrade your binoculars so you can zoom more? And I said, oh really? So, it's just kind of a neat thing. Alright, I'm gonna go right through the front door. Probably a bad idea for tactics, but like I said, I'm more of a Rambo type guy, so here we go. I'll probably chuck a nade in there too. Just kind of clear it out. Yeah, there's a guy in there. He's running now.
That's a kill.
Yeah, there's a guy right at this door. This is a good idea because he was waiting for me to pop that turret. Just run in there like Rambo and get tossed. There's a guy right on the other side of these boxes. And here comes some more from my right. You can switch shoulders with the RB button. That kind of helps in a scenario like this. However, your guy, I guess if you made it to being a ghost, you are ambidextrous to the point where you could do this in real life, but...
Gotta go down.
Clock is running, people. Let's go already. Fuck, engage.
I don't know if we got that guy on the right side or not. I don't want to rush too hard, because you get in here close. Alright, I think we got him. Oh, there's only 18 seconds left. Jeez, I was taking that granny style. I'm gonna have to Rambo it now. I think it's at the top. Oh shoot, I missed it. Darn.
Faster than that if we want to shut these fuckers down.
Well, as you can see, some of the missions, like, they don't quite tell you what it is right away. And that's kind of frustrating. Like, if I knew there was a time mission, I would have kind of sped it up. But, and as you can see on regular, you kind of take a lot of hits. Like I said, you take about 4 or 5 hits. The AI is okay, but it's not fantastic. It's good though. It's fun, you know, and you do get taken out. But like you can see, you can definitely run and gun, hip fire, like nothing too. This is just another thing you do for XP. It's kind of another complaint I have, if you want to call it a complaint, or critique, I guess is a better word, is when you're in co-op, instead of just having one person do this and you get the XP, every single person has to go to the same box and throw a tag in there. And it just looks silly. Like, why would, like, 3 or 4 ghosts throw a tag in the same box? Like, that's a little redundant, and I don't think they would do that.
I'll fly.
I think it'd be very calculated, you know, okay, you get this one, I get that one, and then Joe gets the other, you know, but I guess not. Here's a helicopter. They all have different weapons. Some have no weapons, some have these Gatling guns, or miniguns. And then others have rockets on them. There are tanks that I've seen. Like I was saying earlier, I think the helicopter, almost identical controls. I've always enjoyed flying helicopters in this game so far. In the closed beta, it was almost the same. They might have done a little tweaking with it. However, I do believe the airplanes need a little more work. I feel like they're very stiff when you fly them. When you go to turn, it doesn't like to cooperate. I feel like there needs to be better rudder control, if that makes any sense. But I feel like that's lacking. But the helicopters are good, I believe. Let's see if I can find a... And as you can see, like, that mission I just got done with, like, it takes a minute for it to come back. Like, you can't go right back to it. You just can't, like, be like, oh, well, let's restart it while I'm, like, right next to the thing I gotta, you know, hit. It doesn't quite work that way. There used to be a mission where you could take the helicopter, or not the helicopter, the airplane. However, I'm not seeing it right now. I could be just looking too fast. It's really not a big deal. It's not like a, you know, a really cool thing to see. It's really kind of annoying. And I won't be flying the airplanes too much. It's not any faster than a helicopter is, so, you know, why even bother? We'll give one more mission a go, and then we'll check out some co-op quickly. And this isn't like Arma 3, where if you do a hard landing with the helicopter explodes. No. It's like GTA. Like, you can go in pretty hard and nobody's gonna get hurt. Shoot, I've seen people fall out, probably, we'll call it maybe 50 yards off the ground and live. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that... Here, I'm gonna just land it pretty hard right here. See, no problem, no smoke, no damage done. So, once again, I'm going to lift my drone. Sometimes I don't, because I'm kind of a Rambo player. I like to just run in there and just get it done and over with, but...
Marking a captain.
The big thing here is making sure nobody gets in the helicopter to just leave. Because if they leave with the helicopter, it's mission failed. Even though I'll clean all these guys out, somebody will get away with the helicopter. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it.
Target down.
Opening fire on these
The
shitheads.
lieutenant's trying to escape.
Alright. I made sure the guy didn't get in the helicopter. That's kind of why I was ignoring everybody else. It's like the #1 priority they don't try to take off with the
Clear.
thing.
How you guys holding up?
We cleared that out pretty easily. And that's another good thing about the game. The missions vary. Some are very easy, some are hard. However, they don't tell you, which is kind of a realism factor if you're looking for that type of real gameplay. Like, just know the mission, you have like some details about the mission, like brief details. And you don't really quite know what you're getting yourself into until you get there. Or how close you gotta get. I've had missions where I thought that there's gonna be a little introductory stage before the mission began, and I went right to the point and landed my chopper. I got lit up because I didn't know that, like, right there at that spot was gonna be where everybody was at. So you never quite know what you're gonna get yourself into. Even like this drop zone, like, I'm pretty sure it isn't hostile, but it could be hostile territory where I'm gonna land this chopper, and that could cause problems for me when I get out. So sometimes you just don't know what to expect. That's kind of cool.
Nice job. I'll ping the chopper's location to the rebels so they can take ownership.
And, you know, despite what anybody says about the vehicles, they have a lot of different vehicles in this game. A lot of unique vehicles like this. Like, I've never seen this before. Like, this is my first time. I played the closed beta, the open beta, multiple days. I've never seen that type of vehicle with that type of insignia on it. Neither this one. It's pretty neat. You can drive tractors, motorcycles, you know, trucks, cars. And they got different kinds, which is very cool for a game that isn't really vehicle oriented ever. So that's neat. I like that. Right now we did a few missions, albeit side missions, but that's all they kind of give us, other than a few story missions. I think I might have forgotten to show you guys character customization, but here it is. It's in that loadout menu. You can facial hair color. Tattoos you can put on, clothes, accessories. You can wear a ghillie suit if that's your thing. You want to look like a Navy SEAL, you can get the boonie hat and the face paint. You can do different special outfits for different things. If you don't really care what your guy looks like, you can hit random outfit. So, just some cool stuff there. Alright, so we'll go back to lobby, and we'll try to get in a match. Like I said, this could be totally random. Who knows what we're going to get in matchmaking? We could get some really cool dudes. We could get some people that have no idea what they're doing. I guess it's all in the fun. It recommends this guy to join my game. Why? I don't know. I've never met him before. He's not my friend. It's a little odd. I'm not sure if I like that, but it's there. The game gives you a hard time if you take out one of your own. I think if you do that too many times, the game will end. Rebel or civilian, which makes sense. I mean, you're a ghost, not a terrorist. Oh. Hey, anybody got mics in here? So right there, you kind of get a taste. Like, I'm not going to stay in a room where I can hear somebody else's mic into my mic. Like, that negative feedback, like, oh, it'll drive me nuts. And, like, I've gone in there before, and I've told people, I'm like, hey, like, I can hear myself talk through your mic. And they're like, oh, can you? And then they don't do anything about it. And it's like, well, dude, you know, forget it. Like, I'm not going to sit in this room. So we'll give it another try and see what happens. But it's a crapshoot with this, matchmaking here. Like, you're better off, like, if you know 3 good friends, or it doesn't have to be 3, but like you and another guy, like, you're better off sticking to your own group as much as you can. Anybody got mics in here?
We rattle their cage.
We need to advert approaching. Stay down.
Looks like you guys got me right in the middle of a war zone. It's alright.
Hang back before they spot you.
What are you guys trying to do? Get, like, are you guys trying to get a 4-star wanted level or something?
Looks good. Come on. Clear over here.
Oh, gotcha.
Down. Get down. Chopper.
Were you in a mission or something? Like, why are all these guys here? Okay, gotcha.
Drop.
This is pretty serious. Oh, you're down? Alright. I'm trying to chew off this chopper. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a vehicle down here. I think that's, I don't really like to run, but I think this is going to be one of those things where you gotta run. Alright, I'm out of here. You need a ride? Oh. I don't even think I can pick you up, dude. You're surrounded. I'm gonna try to just get out of here. The chopper's right behind me with his Gatling gun, just chewing down on me, man. What do you think of the game? Oh, okay, you probably joined somebody else's old game or something, huh? Yeah, this is kind of hot and heavy for first jumping in. I don't know necessarily, oh, gotcha, yeah. I forget the mission where you get some good weapons. I still gotta get rid of this wanted level. Alright, I got rid of him. What do you like to snipe, or? Oh, did you good? Did you get the HTI? That's kind of where you were. Okay, yeah. I forget where the other ones are. I've gotten most of them. Just hit a mission, I'll accept it. I don't care what we do. Well, my missions, like, I've already completed a lot of them. I just got the side missions, so if you want to do a side mission, I can hit one, but... Okay, yeah, cool. Let's see. Let's do that one, I guess. Yeah, they only give you, like, 6 story missions, so, like... You know, if you're gonna play this game some more, you're not gonna have any problem getting them done. man, I didn't mean to do that. You know, I might sound ignorant when I say this, but I didn't know Bolivia got snow like this. Yeah, me either. I guess maybe because we're so high up in the mountains. Like, I guess that makes sense. But...
Looks like we found the cartel's main training camp.
Outstanding. Let's tear the place up.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think we got enough hardware to take out the
So
whole
where
camp.
were you,
You
Flagstaff?
don't have to. You just have to kill the instructor.
Yeah, yeah.
Without them,
Right when
Santa
I,
Blanca
because I
doesn't have a
flew
training
into the
program.
airport there in Flagstaff, and you could see at that mountain they got there. You see, you know, I was there in the middle of summer too, and there was snow on the top of it. Crazy. No, not at all. And then they got all those pine trees or evergreen trees or whatever they are.
Tango marked, but he's got a civilian nearby.
Oh yeah. Yep. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to that green arrow out there. So it says like 600 meters or whatever.
Marking a Tango. He's close to...
Yeah. This says deactivate the antenna. Oh, I think this might be one of those missions where you gotta like race against the clock, so to speak. Like I have to deactivate this one and then go and deactivate another one. Yeah. Yeah, but they don't give you a whole lot of time. Go out there and deactivate it. You'll just hit a button, because I might have to take off right away. There's another vehicle, and you follow me in that one. Alright, there is another one. I'm gonna start heading over there. You take the other vehicle and meet me there. I don't know if a minute and a half is gonna be enough. We'll find out. Looks like you're making better time than me. Yeah, you might take the lead out. Ran into some rocks. No, I'm in some, looks like some kind of Cadillac. It's not meant for this. It's alright, it looks like I'm gonna make it, so we're alright. But hey, I guess that's why you take two, right? You know, somebody flounders out. There's a skill point here too. Oh shoot. This is gonna be close now. I didn't know there was a gate around it.
There's a cartel. Hold on.
Oh, there's a cartel here. Are you serious?
Go down.
Alright, I'm gonna just pull the lever. I'm gonna go down.
To the cartel's comms might keep the cartel from ganging up on the rebels for a while.
I got him. Barely. There's a skill point.
I think Santa Blanca gives out a lot of these.
Oh, you did? Alright, gotcha. You must have been wandering. Yeah, there's some missions that are tougher than others, that's for sure. You know how to quick travel? Alright, yeah, let's, there's a safe house kind of by where I put the objective there. It's in the east. You can teleport on me too, if that helps. It'll be coming up. It's what the heck's it called? There's a safe house called I don't know. Ikua Alpha? It's in kind of the east central part of the first continent. I can pick you up too. It's alright, it's called like Ica Alpha? Ica or something. It's alright, I got a chopper, I can pick you up. It's just gonna take a minute. Oh, you did? Alright, yeah, just a quick travel and I'll pick you up. Oh yeah, I see it. I see where you're gonna land. I'm gonna bring down my chopper. Might be easier on the other side if you need to. Right. Tough, yeah. I wasn't quite level with the ground. I think that's why it was giving you problems. Have you seen a tank yet? Yeah. They're pretty good. Not indestructible, though. But pretty good. In this mission, I guess we have to take an airplane. And the key is, these guys will keep on trying to get in there to fly it and get away with it. So just like whatever you do, make sure no one gets in the driver's seat to take the thing. I'll probably put us down on this road over here. And like there's like an airstrip and everything. Okay. It's alright. He's getting in there though, I think, isn't he? Alright, I got him. Just gotta make sure nobody gets in that driver's seat. That's it.
He's history.
Did you get the guy in the back? Hey, fly with this guy. Get in the plane. At least experience it. I was gonna let you fly. Alright, yeah, hopefully this guy holds up.
We'll let the rebels know where to find these supplies. They can pay us back later.
Oh no, you're good. I think only 2 can fly. Maybe. Okay, working. Now I like the choppers better, but plane's interesting. It's not supposed to smoke like this, though. It's almost like if you're gonna write somebody's name in the sky or something, you know. It's kind of nice to look at the landscape from up here too. You can almost see the Alps and everything out in the distance to the we'll call it at 11 o'clock here. Yeah, he got a little bit of a skilled pilot, I guess, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't try that.
How many nights we've been out here? I'm losing track on my underwear.
You got right side out, front ways and back.
Yo, you better turn around there, bud.
Out, front and back. I'm right side back. I haven't been changing it.
Yeah, I'm thinking Santa Blanca could smell us from about 5 clicks out by now.
Oh, he's just lining it up to land. This guy's like a pro. Cause that. Well, you lined it up right, because that, if you just come, because I've done this mission multiple times, if you come in and directly from where we came from, like if you just draw a straight line, you're not going to hit the runway, right? You got to almost do a big swing like you just did to line it up. Oh no, you'll be fine. The landing's easy. Just hit the ground and hit LT and you'll be fine. You're good. It's very forgiving. I don't know about the cows though.
Tell the rebels where to come get their supplies.
Now we all need to get parachutes and go to the top. If you go to your skill tree, if you hit select and you go to your skills, you can get a parachute. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah, you can. Well, you don't have enough points? Oh, come on. I just bought one. I think you can take out... Yeah, dude, that, like, PETA's gonna come after you for that, man. That's not right. You gotta, like, eat that now. That's like a waste, man. That's like a waste. Yo, that's a waste. You better eat that. Come here. Eat it with your bare hands. It's right here where I'm standing. You better eat that with your bare hands. Get down. Crouch. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. There's something there? Is that what you tell the PETA people? You're in denial. Dude, you're in denial, man. You're like you're a sociopath, man. They're gonna lock you up. They're gonna lock you up, man. You're not right. No, there's not. If whoa, glitch. Dude, that wasn't. Yup. I guess this game still needs a little bit of work. Hey, everybody, get in. Let's go.
If I am a monster, I was created by the machinations. The cocaine industry did not thrive.
Get in.
Helped it to grow, helped to establish its place in
The airplane.
society. Cocaine funded all their wars in Latin America.
He's gone. Get in the airplane.
Cartels stopped being politically convenient. They have sought to paint us as the villains in their farm.
All right.
Than we are. The cartels and the governments of the world have created a perfect system.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and end this this video. Thanks everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed everything I had to offer about the game. If I was giving the open beta a grade, I'd probably give it. I'd try to give it an 8 out of 10, assuming that work is going to be done on the actual game, and that score will probably carry over to the actual game if there is no PvP that is released. I see how a lot of the missions can get somewhat repetitive, and there is some mechanics that need to be worked out. However, I feel like an 8 out of 10 is where it should be. like I said before, please follow my channel. It is twitch.tv/savaged_legend. I appreciate